All right. Let's go the Cold War because I want to look at some pictures. All right. So, can you see the picture? Let's see what this is. That is the protesters in December 1944, University Street, Athens. Oh, wow. Look, this is the Czech Republic. We got more protesters, some more communist protesters. West Berlin boys stand on rubble mountains to wave transport plane bringing supplies during the blockade. The last coal bags are loaded on a plane heading for Frankfurt. Wow, coal bags, dude. So they had the coals, for energy. So West Berlin, was it really that bad? Wow. So right here, this affected everything. So this is Shanghai outside of a market when the rice prices went higher once they took over as the nationalist rule. And then this is North Korea. So if you remember a couple books ago, well, I don't remember how many books ago, this is 1950, so this is right around the time when the Kim dynasty. The Hollywood 10. All right, so these 10 people, I don't know who they are. They pleaded not guilty in contempt of Congress, February 4th, 1948. So that in and of itself, we got to figure out who these people are. The Hollywood 10, right? What was Hollywood doing? It has to do with this. Wow. Look at this, right? So this is protests in Iran. Right here, this is a captured Soviet tank in Budapest, Hungary, while they're flying the Hungarian flag. Right here, just imagine this is East Berlin, or this is West Berlin waving to people in East Berlin, right? Just imagine. And then right here, this is the policeman putting a wall to make it more sturdy so you couldn't like go between the Berlins. So now at times I don't know how much people know about the past, but communism, like the Cold War, was huge. Like the Berlin Wall, they basically separated Berlin in West and East Berlin. And let's say if one of your family members lived on one side and the other on the other, just like this, as you see, you weren't allowed to see each other, right? And the internet didn't exist. So there's no Twitter or anything like that. You know what I mean? And then this is Cuba, while we have a base in Cuba. This is really interesting. Just looking at pictures. I mean, the pictures tell a story, man, and it's fun to kind of look at pictures. Wow, now we're looking at. So you don't really think about, when you think of the Cold War, you only really think of Russia or the Soviet Union. Now we're looking at China, right? And Mao Zedong. The Cultural Revolution poster from the China People's Republic, 1968. Look at the slogan, right? Their slogan is "The many accomplish great things." And on the top, it's the soldiers of the People's Liberation Army reading words of Mao Zedong, often known as the Little Red Book, in 1971. So wow, so what the Russian? So we're looking at pictures from 1944 in Athens, right? That was the first few pictures I was showing you was in the 40s. Now we're talking all the way into the 70s, right? Demonstrators climb aboard trucks in the center of Prague on the first day of the occupation, 1968. Oh, whoa. So, yeah, we're talking like this is the Cold War. I mean, this is the Czech Republic. Now we're over basically in Vietnam or in Cambodia right here. That's in 68. All right, so this Cold War is way larger than I didn't know it incorporated so many different countries. Because look down here, we have South Africa, right, and Angola. A convoy of South African Defense Force vehicles crosses a pontoon bridge over the Kavango River upon the withdrawal from southern Angola. 1988. Yeah, the 1989 is when the Berlin Wall came down. So we just kind of went through the whole history of the Soviet or the war. This is very interesting. Residents of the coast inspect foreign weapons seized during in the area. 1986, Afghanistan. Strike leader in Poland. Berliners celebrate the border opening the wall in 1989. So imagine you hadn't seen your family in almost 20 some odd years. And see the difference of the pictures? We're in color. So this is in 1990 they reunified Berlin, Germany. Thousands of people form a human chain from Tallinn, Estonia to Vilnius, Lithuania. Just a wow. That is extremely a lot of people. That's like from one country to another country, they held a wall in peace. That's crazy. And the complete fall of the Soviet Union was here during the coup of Moscow. So we kind of went through the whole, like we went. I mean, we didn't. I didn't read anything. Didn't really tell you anything. But I hope that was interesting to you as it was to me. Now through that, I'm gonna. I don't know. I really don't even know what I'm gonna read. Like that was. It kind of blew my mind. Because that was from 1944, basically. So basically the end of Hitler. Oh, you know what we need to do? It's not in this one. It's in, right? Do you remember? See if you're paying attention. This is why. This is where it's so great. You got to be reading and paying attention. if you remember on the presidency book, I said something about Stalin and Roosevelt. Stalin's USSR. Stalin, Cold War, Roosevelt. Now we're talking about two completely different books. I mean, I don't know exact, because I'm not writing an article on that particular, but it would be very interesting to kind of see where their perspective and this perspective over here, and then kind of incorporate everything together. Because yes, history is out there, but it's not in one book, it's not in two books, it's not in 1,000 books. It's snippets here, snippets here, snippets here, snippets here, and snippets here, and you got to put it all together by yourself, because nobody puts it together. Everyone puts it together in their own perspective. So I have to put it in my own perspective, right? So that was very interesting. Very interesting. All right, on to the next one. See you later.